Hare Krishna, we are not able to hear anything.
Hare Krishna, we are not able to. Hare Krishna, Mataji has the internet issue. She will join again.
Hare Krishna, am I audible now?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so some issue with the internet connection. So, we'll take from the Wi-Fi is little low, so I'll take from the mobile only. Okay, so we'll start with our prayers. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langaye de girim mit kripatam aham vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Om Ajnanatimirandasya Nananjana Shalakaya Chakshunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rubha Kadamahyam Dadadi Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuda Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rubam Sagrajadham Sahagana Regunadam Vidamtam Sajivam Sadvedam Savabodham Parijana Sahidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padhan Sahagana Lalida Sri Vishakan Vidamsha हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पदे गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपदागस्वामिनिधि नामिने नमो आचार्यपादाय निताय कृपाप्रदायिने गौरकदाधामदाय नगरग्रामधारिणे नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिधि नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा devotees. Hare Krishna. So now, devotees, please accept my respectful obeisances. So we'll try to summarize actually the four. These are the perfect questions and perfect answers also given by Krishna. Arjuna is asking the perfect questions and Krishna is answering the perfect answer. So actually this is last chapter, 7th chapter. We have seen that. Krishna is answering actually, or Krishna is explaining to Arjuna how he will be able to see the Lord everywhere. In the water, in the sun, everywhere you will be able to see me. So there actually Krishna mentioned about this Jarara Marana Mokshaya, Adhyatma Karma Shakila, Adhyatma. So there Arjuna catch hold of that Adhyatma word, and Adi Budhadi Daiva Mam Sadi Yatnyam. So that we have seen the last week, about the Adi Buddha. So Arjuna started asking then questions. So what is this Krishna? What is this Adi Buddha? What is this Adi Yatna? So actually I made the presentation, but unfortunately I could not share it. Okay. Yeah. So basically 8 questions Arjuna is asking. What is Brahman? What is Adhyatma? What is Karma? Adi Buddha? Adi Daiva? Adi Yatna? And where does the Lord lives within the body, and at the end of his life, how he will be able to remember Krishna at the time of death. So these are the almost 8 questions Arjuna is asking. So life is actually filled with so many questions. So we have seen in Srimad Bhagavatam also there are so many questions, question answer. Last week Mataji also was mentioning, this is Krishna Arjuna Samvada. It is a conversation between Krishna and his devotee Arjuna. So Arjuna is asking question, Krishna is answering. So the material world also is filled with so many questions actually. So many questions people are asking. The basic necessities, the food, kapda, roti, makan. So those who are satisfied with that, how I can enjoy more. How I can enjoy more, what I should do so that my future will be very safe. I will be able to acquire so much of money, and I will nicely keep my children also in a particular good position. How I can do that? So the life is filled with so many questions. But the question that is asked by a devotee and the question that are asked by materialistic people, it's different actually. So the question that is asked by the materialistic people, it is just for for a time period, for a very short time. Okay, their questions are answered, or some are unanswered question also. They will not be able to find any answers how they are going to get increase in their salary or whatever be. So but these spiritual questions are for eternity actually. So the people actually who ask spiritual questions, they are actually very intelligent man. They are very, very intelligent. So them only they will ask actually this spiritual question. So Arjuna asked the first question, what is Brahman? And Arjuna is addressing Krishna as Purushottama. So to a normal person or some person is in the street and asking, okay, what is Brahman? What is Adhyatma? No, has taken Krishna because he is the Uttama Purusha. He is the, Uttama means the topmost of all the Purushas, all the enjoyers. Krishna is the topmost enjoyer, and Krishna is the topmost Purusha or the enjoyer. So to that person, actually, Arjuna is asking this questions. So what is Brahman? What is Adhyatma? What is Karma? So Krishna started explaining. So Brahman is the eternal living entity. And what is Adhyatma? Adhyatma is the Atma. We all must have heard about Atma. So that's what Krishna also answered. Adhyatma is the soul. The Atma is the soul, or the very existence of our body. And now what is karma? So Krishna explained that karma is our fruitive activities. Fruitive activities means, it says that as you sow, you shall reap. Whatever activities we do, so same thing actually, it will return back to us. If we plant a very good seed, we'll get a very nice fruits. If we plant a very dull seed, will not get the proper results. So different kinds of fruitive activities, Krishna explained, that is called as karma. And so actually, this karma also depends on actually how we will get our body. So we got this body based on our previous karma. So Prabhupada one time said that all the men who are sitting here was women in their past life, in their previous birth, and all the women who are sitting here, they all were men in their previous life. So according to our desire, actually, we will get a different kind of body. Our desire and how we will do our activities, that depends on our next life. Now the next question Arjuna asked is about Adhibhudam. Adhibhudam is also called as the material manifestation. The material nature actually. Krishna also said that in the 8th chapter, the coming slokas will say, Bhutva Bhutva Praliyade. This material nature will exist and again it will get annihilated. It will exist, then annihilate. And then again creation, again annihilation. So actually, there is one nice story of one Indradev and Krishna. So Indradev actually planned to make a big palace. So I wanted to make a big palace. So let me go and ask Krishna, so that he will bless me, so that I can nicely make a nice palace for me. So Krishna said, oh, what I can bless you? Now you better go to a person who is living for many yugas, Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Kali Yuga. He is living for many yugas. You better ask him, for blessings, because he is more powerful than me. Like that, Krishna just hiding his identity. Then he, our Indradev, he went there, and there actually he could see this man, this powerful, yogi. So how he saw is he is just sitting on a mat and in a very hot sunlight. He was sitting on a mat in a very hot sunlight, and he's doing his meditation. So Indradev asked, oh my dear yogi, why are you sitting here? It's so hot, and what you're doing here, and where is your house? He asked, where is your house? Then this yogi said, this is only my house. This is where I sit. This is where I will sleep. This is where I will eat, and everything I'm doing here only. Then so Indradev asked, oh, you don't have a home? Like then he said, no, why to have a home? Anyway, our life is very short. Our life is very short, and why we should spend so much of time in constructing a big house and spending a lot of money in all these things. So at that time, actually, Indradev was, little perplexed actually. And because Indradev was thinking, oh, my lifetime is so big and I am going to build a house. This yogi actually, he lives for many yugas and he's telling that my lifetime is very, very short. So from the point of eternity, if we think, our lifespan is very, very short actually, very short. It's just like, eyes blink and we open, that's all our lifetime. And so Indradev understood that, and Indradev didn't ask for any blessings, and he came back and then he was very happy with whatever he is having. So that's what we should, when we meet great devotees, great acharyas, actually will understand that, okay, what is the actual truth. Then Arjuna asked about Adideva, what are the demigods, or the Devadas. So Krishna explained about, the Adideva means the different Devadas, including his universal form also, that consists of Adideva. And the next question Arjuna asked is Adidevam Chakrimpata Adi Yajna Kadam Kotra. What is Adi Yajna? Who is the Lord of sacrifice actually? So for whose satisfaction we are doing so much of sacrifices. We are doing various yajnas, we are doing so much of penances. For whose satisfaction is that? So then Lord says, I am the Lord of all the sacrifices. I am the enjoyer. Before also we have seen Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam Sarva Loga Maheshwaram. Krishna is the Bhokta. Krishna is the enjoyer of all the sacrifices. No one else can enjoy. Only the Lord is the Supreme Lord is the enjoyer. So that also Krishna explained. And Arjuna asked, which part he lives. So the Lord lives in which part of the body. So the Lord, Aprajit Prabhu, am I audible properly now?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, I'm audible now. Okay, fine. Yeah.
Your voice is
Okay.
clear, yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji, is it clear now? Okay. So which part he lives? And which part of the body actually the Lord lives? Adiyatnya Kadam Kotra Dehesvin Madhusudana, in the Deha where the Lord lives. So the Lord says that the Lord is there in the heart of every living entity. One second. Okay, sorry, devotees. Yeah. So the Lord explains that He is there in the heart of every living entity. And Arjuna asks the last question: Prayana kalecha kadam neyosi niyadatmabe. How at the time of death, at the Prayana kala, at the time of death, actually, how we can know Krishna properly. So this 8th chapter actually mostly discusses about how we can remember the Lord at the time of the death. So nobody want to hear about death. Everybody want to be like just flow with they should go with the flow. But no, death is also very inevitable. It says that as sure as death. No one can stop it. So sometimes we have to discuss that. That's what Krishna also took the 8th chapter. Here Krishna mostly talks about the death and how we can remember the Lord at the time of the death and how we can stop this Janma Mrityu Jarava, this whole cycle of birth and death, how we can stop that. So, here actually Prabhupada has quoted the nice example of King Kulashegara. King Kulashegara is a very, very nice devotee and a king also. So Prabhupada many times quote about this King Kulashegara in his, so this Kulashegara king, actually he lived 1,000+ years before, and he was ruling over the Cheri kingdom. So that time actually no one could actually dare to fight with this Kulashegara. He's a very, very powerful king, and so the subjects also very happy with him. And one fine day, what happened is, he got a dream. He got a dream, and Krishna actually came to his dream and said, now enough of all your kingdom, your material activities, and now you should use your time for glorifying my glorifying my activities actually, or for the glorification of the Lord Krishna, you should use your remaining lifetime. So after this dream, actually, Kulashekara started thinking, okay, Lord has given me the instruction now, I should do how to glorify the Lord, or I should think about, I should meditate on this. And so what the Kulashekara king actually he used to do is, he every time called so many Vaishnavas into his house, and make them read from Sri Ramayanam, and make them read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. So every time there will be discussion about Krishna and Lord Rama, different avatars of the Lord. And also, and the Kulashekara king actually also arranged these people to stay there also. The Vaishnavas are there. Okay, you can stay there also. And you can nicely discuss the Krishna Katha and the Ram Katha and all. And nicely you can have immersed in the glories of the Lord. So what happened is, all the ministers actually they got scared. What will happen now? The king is fully immersed in these activities of Krishna, immersed in the, he is basically not taking care of his kingdom. He's all the time discussing about the glories of Krishna. So usually when somebody taken to Krishna consciousness, we also must have seen, our family members be scared, oh, he will be taking now sannyasa, every time he'll be chanting Hare Krishna mantra, or every time in the temple, every time we go into the center only, or every time going to this Krishna's videos only, what will happen now? So he will leave the family. So like that, this these kind of doubts are always there for materialistic people. They will not understand the higher aspect of life. So that's what the same thing happened for the King Kulashekara's ministers. Because Kulashekara is a king actually. So if the king is not properly spending time with the kingdom, what will happen to the kingdom? So they all got very scared actually. So actually Kulashekara is one of the 12 alvas. Maybe you must have heard about the different alvas. So one of the 12 alvas is the King Kulashekara. So he was, then the ministers actually, they went and said, okay, you should reduce your time in Krishna conscious activities, and you should spend time with for the kingdom. And you are such a nice king. And the king was least bothered. He was very fixed in his determination. He was very, very clear about what he has to do. So then the ministers actually, they all called for an assembly, and they planned something. So what was their plan is actually, they decided that, okay, now this king is not going to change, so we have to do something to throw this Vaishnavas out from this from his palace. Because this Vaishnavas only spoiling. Like Sachi Mata thought, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mother Sachi Mata thought, because of Advaita Acharya's preaching only, my son has taken sannyasa, because of Advaita Acharya. So because Sachi Mata wanted always Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with him, so because that is a motherly affection, no? So then he started blaming, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, you did a great offense. And later she begged to the lotus feet of Advaita Acharya. So like that, these people actually, these ministers actually decided, okay, we have to plan something. We have to do something to remove this Vaishnavas. Then the king will not be hearing all these things, and king will have more time. So then Kulashekara had a very nice deity of Lord Sri Ram, Sita Mata, and Lakshmana and Hanuman. So they have Lord Sri Ram have a nice necklace on his neck. So what they planned is, okay, we will steal that necklace, or we will remove that necklace, and we will tell that this is done by the Vaishnavas only. So when the Vaishnavas did something wrong, then the king may remove this Vaishnavas from his court, from his palace. So now that way he will start feeling an hatredness towards the Vaishnavas. That way we can get save this king from all these spiritual activities. I know that's what they were planning. So the next day, actually, they went and they removed the necklace from Lord Sri Ram's neck. And then, the next day, see, that's very same day, actually, king came. King, after performing his morning activities, he came and he wanted to take darshan of the Lord Sri Ram. That time, he couldn't see actually the necklace of Lord Sri Ram. So he immediately asked the ministers, "Oh, what happened? Where is the necklace I have? We have put for Lord Sri Ram. Where is it?" And this minister said, "Oh, we don't know. There are so many people coming and going. No, there are so many Vaishnavas are coming. So many are going. Maybe they must have taken it. We don't know about those things. No, so yeah, you can ask the Vaishnavas maybe." That this king got very, very sad about this talk by these ministers. Because the king actually loved the Vaishnavas more than he himself. He loved them, and he was giving all the facilities and all the respect actually to these Vaishnavas, and he is offending these Vaishnavas and telling they will never do it. The king clearly said that they will never do this kind of activities. And if at all they have done, maybe there will be some reason to do that. And then the king decided, okay, the king told his servant actually to bring one mud pot, and in that mud pot, with a small hole in the neck, and in that actually the king told actually to put one very, very poisonous snake. Bring that poisonous snake with the mud, the pot, and what I am going to do is I am going to put my hand inside that pot, and I am going to take the punishment. Or if the Vaishnavas have done some wrong mistake, I will take that punishment. The Vaishnavas will not be doing that. If at all they have done, there must be some reason. So I am going to take that punishment. Then the ministers were completely, they don't know what to do. Okay, then immediately they all went and fell to the feet of King Kulashekara and begged for forgiveness. Actually, he begged for forgiveness, and he said that, "Oh, my dear king, actually, we only have done all these activities because we were scared of what will happen to our kingdom, so that we have done these activities." So then the king understood. The king said that, "No, why are you scared? So the Lord is taking care of all the living entities and all the 14 planetary systems. He is taking care. And why not? He will not take care of our small kingdom. So you don't believe in the power of the Lord, so you should not have done like this." Like that the king also instructed, and that day actually the king decided, okay, I cannot spend more time in the kingdom. I will give this duty of taking care of the kingdom to someone else, and I have to execute the orders that is given by Krishna. Because Krishna said, actually, you have to glorify me. You have to write poems on glorification of me. So, that is the poem actually written and is called as the Mukundamala Stotra, and Tirupa or something like that. In Tamil also, there is one poem written by this King Kulashekara. Such a great devotee, and he left all the kingdom and he went to Tamil Nadu, to Ranganatha Kshetra, and there actually Sri Rangam, there he surrendered all his kingdom, his weapons, his crown, everything, and then he started writing so many nice poems. So one of that poem in that King Kulashekara has written is Tudiya Pada Pankaja. 1 second.
Mukundamala Mataji.
Mukundamala Stotra. Yeah, thanks, Mataji. Yeah. Okay, I'm just opening that. Okay. Yeah, so basically, one second, I'm just. Okay, not get that. Okay. Okay, yeah, so no problem. It's I'm not able to get that particular line. So basically, it says that Tudiya Pada Pankja. So it says that no, when my body is in full strength, actually, I have full strength now. So this is the time actually I can worship the Lord. So at the end of my life, my throat will be choked up, and my body will be covered with the biles, mucus, and all those things. So that time, how I will be able to remember you? So my Lord, I wanted to worship you now only, and take my life also now itself, so that I can remember you. So because we don't know, we all must have experienced a very small fever, attack us, or a small pain happens to us. We started thinking only about the pain. Now we started thinking only about the fever, or we started thinking about only about the anxieties that is happening in our current situation. So we will not be able to remember the Lord. And what about at the end of the lifetime, when we'll be fully under so much of pains and so much of difficulties, how I will be able to remember the Lord? So it is said that, when we are disturbed by small difficulties, then we can easily understand that we will not be able to remember the Lord at the time of the death. So that's what the Lord says, that Matra Sparshastu Kaundeya Shitoshana Sugha Dukkada. And this Sugha and Dukkha will come and go, and it will not stay for a long time. And you should not get disturbed. So actually, how we can actually practically imply that is by the association of the devotees only. In the association of the devotees, we will get encouraged by, seeing each other and discussing with other devotees. That way, actually, we will get the encouragement. So otherwise, little problem, we will be down. And that's what Kulashekara is telling. And now I don't have any problems. So my Lord, please take my life now itself, so that I can remember you nicely, and and take your, or achieve your lotus feet. So this is a nice instruction. Srila Prabhupada many times actually Prabhupada quotes about that. The Mugundamala Stotra of King Kulashekara. So we should keep on meditating on that. That's what Prabhupada wanted from us. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy is there with everyone, but not to the devotees who find fault in others. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy will never be shown to a person who is an offender, who is offensive to the devotees, who is offensive to any living entities. Actually, Mahaprabhu's mercy will not be there. So, actually, there is a nice instruction given by Lord Buddha. So Lord Buddha, actually, he went to one of the monastery, and there he saw actually 4 disciples. 4 disciples were there in that monastery, and this they said that no, this monastery is not growing. My dear Gurudev, this monastery is not growing. So what we should do? And then actually Lord Buddha, he was able to understand what is the problem. So what was the problem is actually each one is finding fault in others. Each one is keep on finding fault. That person is not good. This person is not good. And only 4 people are there, and they themselves are fighting. Then Lord Buddha told, one of you is a chosen one. So one of you is a chosen one. So Lord Buddha said, and they asked, who is that? He did not say. He didn't say who is that chosen one. And he said that one of you chosen one, so be careful. So Lord Buddha went after giving this instruction. And after this, they all were very scared. Oh, who is that chosen one? Who is that chosen one? And each one of them were very, very careful actually in their activities. Maybe this person is the chosen one, so I should give all respect to him. I should not offend him. I should cooperate with him. And the other person also think, oh, he's the chosen one. Okay, then I should be very careful. So each one started respecting each other. They started respecting each other, and they started accepting each of their opinions and all. And this monastery started growing very nicely. So many disciples have joined. And after 3 years actually, Lord Buddha, they came back and asked, before asking itself, they all fell down to the feet of Lord Buddha and asked and said that, oh, my dear Gurudev, now our monastery is growing very fast, and so many disciples have joined. Then Lord Buddha said, yes, I know that. Then now can you please tell who is that chosen one? And Lord Buddha, they said that each one of you is a chosen one. Each four of you is the chosen one. And because you were finding fault in others, your monastery was not growing. You were not able to do any, any good activities for the society. So that's what it is happening. Now we all started respecting each other. So the monastery also will grow very nicely. So that's what, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy is easily available for everyone, because Krishna understood that this Kali Yuga people can never be delivered by, if I say Sarvadharman Parityaja, nobody will be able to do that Sarvadharman Parityaja. So that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna came as his own devotee form, that is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he started giving us instruction how a devotee should behave. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in each of his behavior, actually, he was showing how you should take care of the devotees, how you should be respectful towards others, how you should serve the devotees. So like our King Kulashekara has done so nicely, actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught us, and he wanted all of us also, to be on that, same platform, by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and by the mercy of our Gurudev, actually, we will be able to do that. So it is mentioned that, our devotional seva is just like, up and down. Sometimes we'll do so much chanting, so much of seva, and other time nothing will be there. So this, what you say, this up and down is like, it's not nice, actually. It's the example is given like, ant. We must have seen the ant. Ant will be very, very small. Maybe near to our nail. That much only the size of the ant. But the ant hill, they will make is very big. Some 16 feet, some 12 feet, 11 feet, big ant hills they will make. So how they will make, actually? They will carry small pieces of sand, and they keep on, and together, actually, they carry small pieces of sand, and they keep on accumulating, and within a consistency, actually. One day they will do, next day they will not do. It's not like that. Every day they will do the same activity, and after some days, it have grown into a very big ant hill. So like that, our spirituality also, our devotional seva also, there should be consistency is there. Consistency must be there. If consistency is not there, and one day the ant hill kept some 4-5 sands, another 1 month no sand only, how this ant will come up? It will not come up, actually. So that's what, like the ant, so in the nature, actually, Krishna is showing so many living entities. There we can learn so many examples. So little by little, every day, consistently, if we do our sadhana, every day on the same level. Suppose we are reading, every day 2 shlokas of Bhagavad Gita, every day we should do. And suppose we are chanting every day 4 rounds, or 8 rounds, or 12 rounds, or 16 rounds, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we should do it every day. Or one day 64 rounds, next day 0 rounds. That will not affect. So that's what the ants actually teaching us. There should be consistency in our chanting. Then, at the time of death, the Krishna will also see that, okay, this devotee, this bhakta of me, has put so much of effort in his sadhana. Even though he doesn't have the love for me, I will help him to come back to me. And by it's said that we can bypass, actually, the Krishna's mercy by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Even though we don't have prema for Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is easily giving out the Krishna prema. So that's what we should always remember, that we are very, very fortunate to be in the yuga, or in this Kali Yuga, after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. Actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is freely giving his mercy, and we should actually follow our same consistency in our sadhana. So I'll stop with a small story of it's not incidents, actually, of Ramanacharya. I know, so Ramanujacharya's appearance day was yesterday, so so actually this has happened during the end of Ramanujacharya's. We all know Ramanujacharya is the coming under the Sri Sampradaya, and we are under the Brahma Madhava Gaudiya Sampradaya. So Ramanujacharya actually during the time he understood that okay, he's going to leave his body. So that time actually he said his one of his disciple actually so now within 3 days I'm going to leave my body. So what you have to do is you have to bring all my disciples, and I want to see all my disciples. And this this is the instruction given to the disciple. So the disciple also said, oh my Gurudev, I will do it, whatever you say, I'll do it. But I have a small request for me. What is that request is, before I come back, you please don't leave your body, and I also want to take your final last darshan. So Ramanujacharya also said, yes, I will satisfy that. And then this devotee actually, disciple actually started going to the different places. Actually, there are not any phone call or not much vehicles. So he had to hardly get into the different places, and he was loudly saying, all disciples come. Ramanujacharya wanted to see the last darshan. All of you should come. So all the disciples actually, they all came to Ramanujacharya. And when this disciple who was sent by Ramanujacharya, when he came back, Ramanujacharya left his body. He left his body, and this disciple became very, very sad, and he started crying, rolling around the ground, and tears were coming from his eyes like syringes, and this disciple said, oh, I am not qualified to see your last darshan. No, please have your mercy, please have your mercy. And actually, when the great acharyas, when they leave the body, they will nicely, you must have seen, they nicely embark the body, and they will, put in a proper way. So what happened is, when he started crying like this, and begging actually, Gurudev, I wanted to see your last darshan, Ramanujacharya came out from that, and his very body actually, he gave the darshan to his disciple. So now also actually, when we go to the place actually, where Ramanujacharya was kept, we can see the body of Sri Ramanujacharya, as that same body. And they have kept actually the body of Ramanujacharya in the backside, and front they have made the the deity form, and the devotees and all, they will worship actually. And also these all are our great acharyas. So when we follow our acharyas, when we follow the path actually followed by the acharyas, we will also have the proper destination. So that way actually we'll be able to remember Krishna at the time of the death. It's like a whole lifetime process. And it's not like at the end of the life, we can say Ajamila's chanted one time of Krishna, and he was able to remember Krishna at the time of death. And also there are exceptions, but not for everyone. So for us actually, it's a whole lifetime process. As the whole lifetime actually we will prepare for that, and then we will be able to remember Krishna at the time of death. So yeah. Any questions? Okay. Okay. No questions are there. Okay, I think 5 more minutes we have, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, we have 5
Okay.
Hare Krishna,
Yeah.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji. Pranam. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so 5 more minutes are there. We can discuss about a small story of Villamangal Thakur. So Villamangal Thakur actually, most of you must have heard about the story of Villamangal Thakur. This is a story about determination actually. How much we should be determined to serve Krishna, to serve Guru. I know, so that is the story of Bilamangal Thakur actually shows. I know, so we must be telling that we are not able to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and after some, so many thoughts are coming, so many disturbances are there. I know, so but this meditation is possible. You know, because we can just compare us with, you know, maybe when we were the small age or now also, I don't know, some devotees will be watching movies, or the normal people, materialistic people will be watching movies, and somebody called him. You know, we'll not be knowing who called, or, you know, who is to the left, or, you know, somebody has kidnapped someone also, will not be able to know that. That much meditation we'll be having when we are seeing our favorite movies. You know, so that kind of meditation is possible. I know that's what this story of Bilamangal Thakur says, that, you know, so Bilamangal Thakur was he was a very nice Brahmana, and what happened is, after some time, you know, he got attracted with a prostitute named Chintamani. You know, most of you must have heard about this story. So, and the Chintamani actually, you know, so whatever happens, actually, he wanted to meet Chintamani every day. So one day it happened, it was very, very heavy rain, thunderstorm, and on that same day, this Bilamangal Thakur's father also passed away. His father died. And this Bilamangal Thakur was telling that, you finish off the rituals of my father. I wanted to go immediately. And the rain was, you know, falling on the earth like anything. And this Bilamangal Thakur was again and again telling, finish off. And without completing his father's rituals, he just ran away from that place to meet this Chintamani. So determined actually to see Chintamani. And then there is no vehicle, and he has to cross one river. And so he crossed on with the help of a log of wood. You know, so he took the support of the log of wood and he crossed. And actually, that was not a wood; it was a dead body actually. And with the help of this dead body, actually, he crossed the river. And just see, you know, will not be able to identify which is what. And you know, there was absolutely, he was thinking his concentration is only on Chintamani. And also we can just imagine when we are chanting, how is our concentration. So this is the actually concentration what Krishna is expecting from us. They will not get disturbed by anything else. And he crossed there and he reached the other side, and he has to climb the the wall actually to cross and reach the other side of the where the Chintamani lives. So he took help of the rope. So with the help of the rope, he climbed the wall, and then he did not understand actually it was not a rope; it was a snake. And finally, he reached. It was heavy rain, and Chintamani asked, because when he knocked the door, she opened, and Chintamani, how did you come? In this heavy rain, and how you managed to come here, that too in the dead night. And then Chintamani became very, very upset, and she said that this much determination you should, if you have to see the Lord, how much fortunate you will be. So that determination, that day actually Bilamangal Thakur decided, yes, what this lady Chintamani, actually, Chintamani is none other than, we all know, this guru of Bilamangal Thakur. The guru has to take birth again as a prostitute, to save his disciple. So she said, actually, this much determination if you have to see Krishna, you must have reached the lotus feet of Krishna. And that day he left everything, he left his family, he left everything, and he went to Vrindavan, and he perfected his life. So for determination and this constant meditation is possible for everyone in this Kali Yuga also. We can see when people are seeing the laptop or the mobile, how much they will be concentrated on that, what the activities. But when we are chanting, we'll see everywhere. Except the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we'll see everywhere. We hear everything. So that's why, because we don't have that real love for the Lord. When we really love anything, then it will be very easy. Because that Bilamangal Thakur, he loves Of course, this is not the love, this is the lust only. In the material world, everything is pervertedly reflected. Because of that, he was able to meet, and whatever happens, I should meet. I will do my japa. I will do my prescribed sadhana. That is a determination. Actually, Prabhupada also expecting, from us. Okay, so no questions are there? Any mistakes or anything I have done? No, please forgive me. Whatever I have heard from the seniors, I have shared with all of you. So we'll stop here.
Thanks, Mataji, for the wonderful session and wonderful stories. So we all will chant one time Hare Krishna Maha Mantra for Mataji's spiritual progress.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Thank you.
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare.
And yeah, and also I think today's birthday auspicious appearance day of Indrapati Prabhu as well. So I'm not sure if he's in the session. Otherwise, we should also chant one time.
Yes,
Hare
Prabhuji is there in the center. Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, okay. So let's all.
He is there
chant.
in the class.
Okay, Prabhu. So then let's all chant one time Hare Krishna Maha Mantra for his spiritual progress as well. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare.
Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Oh, he is there. He has come to SKBC Center today.
Good. So you give it. You can ask maybe Indrapati Prabhu to maybe speak. Because we all can be encouraged for basically book distribution the way Prabhu is doing.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yes.
So Prabhu, Gaurav Prabhu wants you to talk that how you encourage for book distribution. Like encourage the people. Oh, yeah. Is he audible?
Yes, Prabhu, audible.
I am doing a very small job, Prabhuji. It's a very small job. Actually, I have so many relatives. So I approach each relative and they just sponsor these things.
Haribol.
Getting all this money, I just transfer that to
Thank you.
Prabhu. Yeah. And Indrapati Prabhu is there.
Hare Krishna.
Indrapati Prabhuji is a wonderful devotee and he's encouraging all of us in his, even though materially he's 80 years of age, but his enthusiasm for book distribution like a young boy, so that is very much appealing. Also his enthusiasm to attend the sessions and to read books is something which is very much encouraging for all of us. Thanks, Prabhuji. Bless us so that we all will get the same taste as you are having for devotional service.
He's seeking your blessings to end. Thank you. Okay, bro, we'll stop here, right?
Yes, Prabhu. Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Vancha kalpatarubhesha kripa sindhave vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo.
Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.